What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be 1.5 to the last video. So video 1.5 out of 2. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the East Valley. What does $1,500 a month get you in the East Valley? Let's get into that. Stay tuned for some numbers. Here we go. All right, what does $1,500 a month get you in the East Valley? Let's dive a little bit deeper into what $1,500 entails. Let's look at it from a purchase price standpoint. To make it simple and easy, we're just going to do a real basic program. There are a lot of factors involved in these programs that could change it, but as for right now, let's keep these numbers simple. So we're going to choose a $230,000 purchase price. Your standard down payment on an FHA program is going to be 3.5%. Let's just take a standard interest rate at 3.75% with your annual taxes included at 0.75% and annual insurance around $1,000. Let's also include an HOA because most cities do have HOAs here. Let's say it's about a $50 HOA to kind of put it in the middle. You're going to see here that it's coming out to right under $1,500, so $1,478 is kind of the estimated payment on that range. Like I said, a lot of different factors could change, but these are some simple numbers for us to look at right now. So Phoenix isn't necessarily included in the East Valley, but I'm including it in this list as I will with the West Valley. But let's talk a little bit about North Phoenix. If you're looking to spend around $1,500 a month, you have a purchase price of $230,000. What can you expect for the North Phoenix area? I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's not much. You're going to be looking at probably a condo, probably in the 1980s is when that would be built, so not very updated. You're going to be looking at a 900 square foot type living space with 2 beds, maybe 1 to 2 bath, probably not more than 2 bath is what I would expect. As far as South Phoenix, what about South Phoenix? What can you expect around there? You're going to actually get something a little bit newer than North Phoenix. You're looking probably in the 90s. You are still going to be in the condos. You're going to look at a $230,000 purchase price for a condo, probably around 1,200 square feet of living space, and you're going to bump that up to probably 3 bed, 2 bath. That's what I'm seeing right now on the market. There is a listing at a 1,200 square foot condo at that 3 bed, 2 bath. As well as with the North Phoenix, I'm pulling all of this data straight from the MLS. And so this information I am giving to you is active and not outdated. So let's move on and talk a little bit about Chandler. What are you going to expect in Chandler? I'm going to be straightforward like I've always been with you guys. There is one listing right now in the $230,000 range in Chandler. It's actually an updated 1950s home. It is a single family home. It's 800 square feet, 2 bed, 1 bath. It is updated, so that's nice. But it was originally built in 1950, and you're looking at that smaller square footage of 800 square feet. All right, so as for Mesa, that city is, as I've said in the past videos, is one of the largest cities in the East Valley. To find a $230,000 purchase price, you are going to be in East Mesa. I'm going to give you actually two different areas of Mesa and 2 different properties because Mesa does have a large demographic, especially on the real estate side of things. You can find really a little bit of everything in Mesa. So in East Mesa, though, you are able to find a single family home built probably in the 1960s, maybe slightly updated throughout those years. you are going to have a bit more square footage. You're going to be looking around 1,500 square feet. In the past, doing the real estate side of thing, I was seeing in between probably 1,000 to 1,500 square feet at that price range. You are going to have about 3-bed, 2-bath in that home. Now let's look on the flip side and see what else can you get in Mesa for $230. This listing that I did pull up on the market is a 2018 townhome. It's 1,000 square feet, so you're losing about 500 square feet, and you do have the townhome. So probably a little bit higher HOA than what we're estimating in the payment, but you are going to be at 2-bed, 2-bath. So as you can see, there is a different demographic there. And these homes that I pulled really weren't too far away. I would say maybe a 5-mile radius at the most. What about Apache Junction? Apache Junction is very East Valley. It's one of the last cities before you head out to Gold Canyon. You're going to see a single family property, probably built in the late 90s, early 2000s. You are going to have square footage around 1,000 to 1,300. You are going to be at a 3-bed, 2-bath. So pretty standard, probably in the middle of what you're going to see in the Mesa area. One of the nice things about Apache Junction, though, is most homes don't have an HOA. So some people see that as a positive. Some people see it as a negative. It really depends on the neighborhood that you are living in and your actual neighbors. What about Queen Creek and Santan Valley? Santan Valley, there are parts that are being annexed into Queen Creek, and so I'm kind of just going to lump this together. There is a listing in that area that could be considered Queen Creek as well as Santan Valley. It is a newer home, around 2004. You're looking at 1,500 square feet with 3-bed, 2-bath. Now, if you do move over to Santan Valley, that would not be considered Queen Creek in that certain area like Johnson Ranch. You're going to see a home probably in the late 2000s, early 2010s, 1,600 square feet. You're going to get some more square footage there, and you're going to probably get some more beds, between 3 to 4 beds, 2 to 3 baths. So as you see, the more east that you move out into the East Valley, you're going to get a larger home, a better bang for your buck, essentially. But obviously, if you're working in Phoenix or somewhere more centralized, you are going to have a bit of a drive. Between an hour to an hour and 15 minutes is what you would expect to drive from Santan Valley to Phoenix area. So you may have noticed I left out quite a few cities in the East Valley. That's because when I was pulling up data, these other cities really did not have any listings. And so what cities did I leave out? I left out Sun Lakes, I left out Tempe, West Mesa, Gilbert, Scottsdale, North Phoenix, Paradise Valley. Obviously, some of those aren't included in the East Valley, but I am going to lump them in here. You may be able to find a rental, especially in the Gilbert or Sun Lakes area, maybe Tempe, for that $1,500 range. All right, guys, that's the video today. I really hope that helps you determine what $1,500 is going to get you when you decide to move to one of these cities in the East Valley. As I've said in the past, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. Thanks so much, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.